It's always interesting to me when people, especially at work, people that hear or find out that I do YouTube and they're like, oh my God, he's got a Ferrari. You can see it on their face. People think like I'm some superstar. And you can see the cogs turning in their head. Hold on a minute. So he does YouTube? Holy shit, what's he doing here? Like you can see the cogs turning in their head, like, all right, so is he doing nursing just for fun? Like. And then yeah, so that's that. But like, I don't know if some of you boys feel as well when somebody asks you, how long you've been training, and you're like, oh, 10 years or 15 years, or some people probably say 30 years. And the very next thing is, okay, and they can look at you, they're seeing you, and they're like, but shouldn't you be like Arnold Schwarzenegger if you're that big? If you've been training for that long, you should be bigger than that. You can see the people that don't understand the business, that don't understand the topic at hand, they make these assumptions like, oh, okay, well, if I've been, playing basketball for 15 years, you should be in the NBA. If I've been playing football for 15 years, I should be playing for Liverpool or Manchester United. What do you mean you look like that after training 10 years? Shouldn't you be like Arnold Schwarzenegger? You get a lot of these reactions from people that don't know nothing about training. And it's kind of like that with me when I tell people I've been squatting every day for like 2,000 days. They're like, oh, but why do you look normal? Like, why? So, like, what did you get out of it? I didn't get anything out of it, man. I love to do it. Oh, okay, that's weird. That's really weird. Because people have this like relationship in their mind that you don't do something for the sake of doing it. You do it because you get something out of it. And a lot of people have this perspective in relationships as well. Like, why should I be friends with you? You're a cleaner. Why would I be talking to a cleaner? You have nothing to offer me. I was gonna say tapeworm mentality, that parasite personality that only is near you because he can suck your energy. And it's funny, right? Because everyone in this world has something to offer. Even the guy that has no money to his name at all, he has lived for X amount of years. He has a perspective. He has history, he has understanding, he has knowledge. I just thought about it now. You know how like you have cryptocurrency mining, right? Well, it's kind of like that. Every mind in the world can mine crypto. In the case of the human being, we are mining experience, mining a perspective. And so everyone has something to offer. Everyone is mining. And so when you speak to somebody, even that's a cleaner or a rubbish collector or whatever, that guy has experience. He has something to offer. But a lot of people don't see that. And so when you introduce yourself like as the YouTuber or somebody that's done 10 years or 15 years of lifting, they're like, oh, but you don't have a Ferrari as a YouTuber, and you don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger after 15 years of training. You're a fucking loser, bro. Like, what are you doing? It's a very immature thing, and ultimately, I feel sorry for these people because they're gonna earn a very, very harsh lesson eventually in life. That's not how it works, and eventually they are probably the ones at risk that are gonna get into a bit of a depression when they see that 99.999% in the world do not have a extraordinary life. Most of us are gonna live the same fucking life. Most of us are not gonna break world records, no matter how hard we try. Most fail, most lose. But these immature minds, they think, well, here is a fella that's trained for 20 years and he doesn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What a fat F on a report card you have, my friend. But that's not how it is. It is definitely not how it is. Because through the art of training, you are not just getting gains, physical gains, and experience about the thing, but you're learning about systems underpinning all of these structures and systems. You're learning about human movement, you're learning about emotion, you're learning about psychology, you're learning about motivation, inspiration, hardship, coping mechanisms. You're learning about discipline. So many things underpin, oh, but I've got a 180 kilo bench press. My friend, in order for you to get to 180 kilo bench press, all of these mentioned things need to occur. It's impossible. You cannot get to some crazy level of benching without any hardship. You're going to get pains. You're going to have to work around those pains. You're going to have to understand what's the infraspinatus, supraspinatus. What is the shoulder rotator cuff crap? What does the lat do? Oh shit, that internally rotates. The chest also internally rotates. Oh shit, so how do I externally rotate? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do some Ys and some Ts with bands. And so it's like an endlessly looped thing. You know, that cleaner that you might not be wanting to talk to, he might have a freaking investment portfolio more worthy than your whole freaking net worth. You never know. But these short-sighted people will not tell you what they think, but you can see the cogs turning and their demeanor change. You know, how many subscribers, Ivan, do you have? I've got, 100,000. I hate talking about YouTube for people that are not interested in this space at all. I hate even mentioning it, but some of my colleagues, they're kind of proud of me, what I've achieved, and they kind of like shout it from the rooftops. But I hate talking about it, but it's like 100,000, and they're like, oh, and you can see that demeanor change. Straight away, they get closer. They're friendly, more friendly. Dude, don't look at me as a YouTuber, bro. I'm Ivan. I'm the nurse that's working here. I'm not anything special. But some of these people that you meet, whether it's in the gym or through like social gatherings, they see a gold mine, but there's no gold. This, what the fuck is this? This is not gold. Like, I'm not a rich man, but they see something, they're like, ooh, I know Mr. Beast has like trillions of dollars. Maybe this guy has millions of dollars. It's not like that, dude. Just go back to your own shit. Just treat me like you were treating me before you learned this information. It's almost palpable. Ivan, you've been training 15 years and you deadlift 280. Oh, but there's a kid that's 17 years old. He deadlifts 330. Like, you're a fucking loser, bro. Like, you're a dad of 36, still training really, really hard, and your deadlift is only 600 pounds. There's a kid that's 16 that's doing that. Okay. Are you trying to insult me? Like, what is the message here? And oftentimes you can't even get on the, like in Serbian we say, you can't find zelenu granu. You can't get to a green branch. You can't find a common path with some of these people. It's like, what triggered me to say all of this is when people like this, they're like, oh, 2,000 days. So he's got huge calves. He can jump over buildings. I know these are jokes and whatever, but a lot of people are like assuming that I'm a superhero because I've done this. In the last 5 years, I've done maybe 50 sessions. This guy's done 2,000 sessions. So that means he's 10 times better than me, 40 times better than me. It's not like that, dude. It's just an interesting perspective to wrap your head around. And I almost part of me hates the 2,000 mark. Almost some of me hates the fact that I've been training for 10 years. I wish I was training a fresh start now with the knowledge that I have, obviously. And so I don't have that aura, like that, what's the word? That expectation. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger, after training 5 years, he did this. You're a loser.